everyone, it's Jack from Cultaholic.com here in a very brisk London today, celebrating WWE's move to BT Sport. And I'm joined with the one and only WWE Hall of Famer, Kurt Angle. How are you today?
I'm great, thank you.
Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about your new role in WWE. Obviously, you've transitioned away from an in-ring role to a backstage role. How are you finding that so far?
It's good. I enjoy working with the talent, helping them structure their matches, and giving feedback on the show. So it's fun for what it is. For me, it's challenging because you're trying to help the talent put on the best matches they can. So it's a very important part of the show.
Now, how have you found personally stepping away from an in-ring role? I understand that for a lot of performers it's hard to do so. Are you finding it a comfortable transition?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. At first it affected me a little bit, but I probably should have stepped away from it before I became a producer, but I'm used to it now, and I like it.
Now, you're regarded by many as one of the greatest ever in-ring of all time, but also by many as one of the most humorous of all time. You had a certain way about you, especially during the Attitude Era with skits such as the infamous milk truck segment and everything. How did you tap into that side of your character on camera?
I don't know. They gave me a character. Vince McMahon and a writer named Brian Gewirtz came up with this character, and I just followed it to a T, and it worked out tremendously well. They were able to take chances with me because of my Olympic gold medal background, so I was legit. Everybody knew how tough I was, how good I was, so that I had the freedom to do a little more comedy than other people. So I have to attribute that to my success as an amateur wrestler.
Now, of course, we are approaching the Royal Rumble as well, a match which unfortunately you were never able to quite win, but you did come second once to Triple H. What are some of your best favourite memories of that match in particular? Just any Royal Rumble.
I think the Royal Rumble that I remember the most is my World Championship match with Chris Benoit. That was in 2003. It was most likely my greatest match I ever wrestled. Chris was a very talented wrestler. It's unfortunate what happened to him and his family, but it can't take away the success I had that night, and as good of the match as it was. I actually had Triple H that night come to me and say, "You just raised the bar." And to hear that from Triple H, one of the greatest of all time, I knew how good I was. I knew how good the match was. So if you didn't see it, you got to check it out.
Oh no, I've absolutely seen it. I also just want to end by talking about another of my personal favourite matches of yours, which was the WrestleMania main event against Brock Lesnar, a man who just continues to tear it up in WWE. And I enjoyed that match so much because it had a lot of wrestling in it, a lot of amateur wrestling. What did you think of that match? Did you enjoy it as well?
Well, that's what Brock and I added to the table. Was we knew that we could put that amateur wrestling in the match and make it more intriguing than the typical professional wrestling. It was different. It was new to the fans, and Brock and I tore it up that night. Crazy that he crashed and burned at the end, but we were able to finish the match, and it'll go down in history as one of the greatest moments because Brock did get a concussion that night, almost broke his neck, but it was a very, very well wrestled match, and it's one of my top 5 favorites.
Well, thank you very much, Kurt Angle, and thank you all for watching as well. I've been Jack from Cultaholic.com here in London with WWE, and don't forget, of course, to join us. Thanks very much for watching, and let us know what you think in the comments section down below. You can follow Cultaholic on Twitter @Cultaholic and on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do, then please do check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Cultaholic, where you can pledge. And don't forget, of course, most importantly of all, to hit subscribe and to join us.